Hey everybody, this is Alchemisted, and this is Resident Evil Revelations! Why the hell am I doing another Resident Evil game? Well, still getting used to this new microphone. The reason I'm doing another Resident Evil game is to cleanse the palate after all that RE4 put me through. Like, after that long marathon session. Resident Evil Revelations 2 is coming out this month, and I've already got it. I've already pre-ordered it. Please be good. I hope it's. I have faith in it. It's by the same development team as Resident Evil Revelations 1, so I have lots of faith in Revelations 2. But before I can enjoy that, there's a couple reasons why I'm playing this. Before I can enjoy that, I want to cleanse the palate. RE4 is a good Resident Evil game. I don't like it anymore because of how hard, because of how agonizing that playthrough was. But it's a good game. I was enjoying myself while I was playing it. Clearly, I was enjoying myself. Resident Evil Revelations is better. I love this game. This is... I say this like next to Resident Evil 3, this is heresy. I understand. People who love Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 2, or Code Veronica. This is heresy. But like 3 and this game, two of my favorite Resident Evils. This game is not without its flaws. For certain. But it is one of the best Resident Evil, one of the most fun. And by fun, I don't just mean mechanic-wise, but I mean, like, just so wonderfully nuts. I love this game. The story of this game. This game, like Resident Evil has been going for this verisimilitude since Resident Evil 4. You know? Like, Resident Evil 4 was still kind of tongue-in-cheek, but then you have, like, 5 and 6, and they're both very, like, super serious. This game, this development team, I love you. I love you. Every one of you who worked on this game. Okay? You have embraced the crazy. This isn't just like some B-horror movie like the old Resident Evil games were. Oh, no. This is better. This is better. This is like on the level of like the fucking like Primeval show. Like, what was it? Was it called Primeval or something? Where they're like going to another universe with those dinosaurs or like some shit. This is on that level. This, like, we are entering, like, serious, like, prime-time sci-fi schlock territory with this. You'll see what I mean. We're entering, like, Warehouse 13, Eureka, like, batshit insanity territory with this game. It's beautiful. Like, imagine Resident Evil with, like, the old-school Ace Combat crazy. And you're not far off. Like old-school Strange Real shit. With, like, fucking Megalith and Chandelier. And the goddamn, like, fucking, like, Whitebird and Solg and... Like the fucking, like, flying carrier. You know, like... Old school Ace Combat insane. Like, not the latest Ace Combat, like Infinity and Assault Horizon and Joint Assault. Fuck those games. I'm talking Strange Real crazy here. That's what you've got with Resident Evil Revelations. And it's beautiful. You people are beautiful. Who made this game, because it's fucking out of its mind and embraces it for all it's worth. It embraces the schlock. It embraces the schlock horror spirit of the original Resident Evil. I love this fucking game, in case you can't tell. The other reason I'm playing this is because before I play Revelations 2, I need to finish this one. I was playing this one before the power surge wiped out the hard drive of my old computer. And then, of course, the power surge wiped out the hard drive on my own computer, including my save. So, I gotta start this thing over again. So I figured, if I'm gonna be starting this thing over again, Revelations 2 is coming out later this month, why not make it a playthrough? You know, as long as I'm cleansing the palate, because whatever I was going to be doing after Resident Evil 4 was always going to be cleansing the palate. And I had a couple other options lined up that I'm going to do after I'm done with this. One of them you guys are probably going to really like. One of them's probably going to piss off a few of you. Ridiculous. But we'll get to that. That one's going to be extra fun. But anyways, Comrade disabled. Anyways, I love this game. Now, this game does have problems. This is a PC port of a handheld. It's a PC port of a 3DS game. So this has got problems, and the biggest problem this game has is the sensitivity. You can turn auto-aim off, but there's still like some aim assist going on, so it's gonna screw with your sensitivity, and the sensitivity, the way it feels between when you're just like moving around and when you're aiming is all over the place. The fudge testing video, the one with the stuff that I posted at the end of RE4, probably went live right before you're seeing this, so you've probably already seen me having difficulty with that. I had the same problems the first time I was playing, and I never really found a solution for it. I just kind of adapted and moved on. So you're going to see me panic flailing a lot with these controls, because they're always just a little bit out of your comfort zone. No matter whether you're with the mouse or a controller, I've noticed. So you're probably going to see me like hovering between a controller and a mouse as I'm playing this, and kind of like determining which one I like better. Fortunately, the game automatically adapts. Like, if I click with the mouse and it says keyboard mouse, then I move the controller and controller. So it's instant, the way it changes. And that's a good thing, because you're going to see, like I said, you're going to see me like switching between them a lot. So I'm going to start with the controller, and I'm actually going to crank the sensitivity on this thing way up and dial my way back down. Because again, you kind of, if you've got the sensitivity really high up and you start aiming, when you hit that like aim assist zone around a target, you'll like feel it slow down a little bit, and it's oh so just noticeable to make you, just noticeable enough to make you feel uncomfortable. Another problem I have is the loss of the laser sight. On the 3DS, this game had a RE4 style laser sight. Like RE4, like RE5, like RE6. On this game, at least I think I think RE6 just had the reticle. But on this game, no laser sight. It's just the target reticle on the screen, which I know it's the same, but it doesn't feel the same, you know? Like, I know it's basically the same thing, but it doesn't feel as slick, it doesn't feel as immersive, and to be honest, it kind of gives me the feeling that I'm playing like a light gun game or something. I just don't like it. So, same rules as RE4 apply. I'm going to be stopping the recording every 30 so seconds. No. Hell, screw that. I'm going to be stopping every 30 or so minutes and then restarting to make sure I don't lose footage should anything go wrong. And I'm planning on getting up at least a few hours done tonight. This game moves at a fairly decent pace, so yeah. Now, I haven't played it in a year because of the difficulties that I've been having, so expect a learning curve. And the nice part is I no longer have to screw around with editing out the damn dings every time I start recording. Okay, so my last time, 24 minutes, that was the test time. And we're going to go ahead and start a new game. Yeah, go ahead. And this time I'll actually watch the cutscenes. Won't that be nice? Do it on normal. I would play it on Infernal, but I didn't beat it last time, so. Although, I do have an unfair advantage, because this is the Steam version, so I have, like, all kinds of extra guns. So I will do my best to, like, choose. I won't be running around with a full armory. Like, not all the time, at least. Some bosses have it coming, you'll see what I mean. Some bosses just have an ass-kicking coming to them. And I always deliver. The loading screens, though, are killing me in this game. I remember this was a problem I had with it before too. Is these loading screens, like I have to record an area of the screen instead of capturing the window itself, because Bandicam freezes on these loading screens. They're terrible. They're awful, and they take forever. Forever. L plus A will allow you to do a quick turn. Quick turn. Will it let me load faster? Because I kind of want to load. There we go.
Hey, G.
I want one.
Incredible.
It's a
Queen's Zenobia. This thing is lucky to be afloat.
Take us around. Let's find a boarding point. It's been 94 minutes since Chris and Jessica dropped off the radar.
You guys got changed quick.
Their last known coordinates puts them
Right here on this ship.
Okay, so there's just like this weird jittering. I don't know why it's getting a little bit skippy in that cutscene, because I recorded it before. You saw it in the fudge testing video, and it was fine. So it's a port of a handheld game to a PC, so don't expect it to be 5x5. I was, however, to run it on a vastly less powerful PC, so although it was on like low settings and I have it on medium just to be safe. So we'll see how it turns out. Oh my god. Look at this. Okay, hang on. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Muscle tissue. Spinal cord. Am I wrong? Like, there's supposed to be internal organs in there. What is happening at her waist? It's disgusting. It's terrifying. Oh my god. Anyways. So do I have Genesis? I don't have Genesis. Okay. So you are the weird little BSAA handgun. You are the Samurai Edge, which is what I will be using, and you are the DD-44 from GoldenEye. Fuck, I don't know. So let's switch to that Samurai Edge, because that's what we're going to be using. I like the jamming. I like how you, like, jam with the knife now. It's like... It's just like... It's like the attack... It's like the video game equivalent of, like, shouting, fuck you. Is the way, like, she just jams at things with this knife. Look at that torso! Look at how her torso is, like, twisting like that. That's not how it's supposed to work. That's not how the human body functions. Oh, the hell was that slowdown? Jesus. That's not how internal organs move. Not how muscle works. It's disturbing. Ugh. God. You won't be seeing me using the knife much, and, I know. Fucking crate. I know, I'm being a heretic and not using the knife, because it's Resident Evil. You're supposed to use a knife to save ammo, but, you know... The knife is a very high risk in this game. It's not as, like... It wasn't as high risk in, say, RE4, where the knife was beast, and, it wasn't even, like, as high risk in Code Veronica, where if you knew what you were doing with the knife, you can knock enemies down and keep them down until they died, which usually took a while. But you could do it. You could, like, get them to, like, conga line, and then you could just, like, stab them all in the knees with a knife. Because, like, Chris or Claire are, like, the last son and daughter of Krypton, and they can do that through, like, several feet of flesh and bone. And then just, like, stab them until they stay down. Here, it's, like, these guys they're not going to be selling the knife. They're not going to sell, it's not really going to slow them down at all, and you have to get right up in their face to use it, and that's a place you don't want to be. So, you're going to see me using, like, guns instead. So, if you are looking for skillful play, you are in the wrong place. For doom the bell tolls. Fucking crate.
I don't like the sound of that.
Surprised it wasn't, like, ringing earlier, considering how much the ship is rocking around. I wonder if she has anything else to say about anything else. But yeah, this area is always dodgy. Like, every playtest I've done, even ones I did when I was dialing in the settings on the old PC, this area has always been weird. It's just how it is. Fucking wall. Ooh, look at that water texture. Not sure what... I'm not sure if that looks okay or it doesn't. I like the sheets of water coming off of it, though. That looks nice. I'm kind of on the fence of whether this effect looks good or not. But I'm leaning towards yes. I don't need much. I don't need much out of, like, game effects. I just need the environment to be immersive enough, and then I'll deal with whatever. It's a life preserver. There are a bunch of life preservers here. Fortunately, we don't have to retrieve them to solve the puzzle.
I might be able to shoot it off.
Or we could stab it like I did before. Yep, there is the cursor. But instead I will stab you.
The stench.
It's been abandoned for a while.
I think it's dead. That is inventory. So that's inventory, that's the map. And there is a... The guns mean there is a cabinet. Like, you have to use, like, cabinets to, at least I think that's a cabinet. You have to use, like, they're kind of the item boxes of this game. You can store weapons in them, and you can, like, store parts in them to customize weapons. I do like the weapon improving. Like, I like socketed equipment is always cool with me.
Crew's dead. What did this to them?
Zombies. Fish zombies.
Ugh, it smells like rotting flesh.
Because it is rotting flesh, Jill. You've been through this before. You know this. Smells like a zombie. I think I checked this last time and it was just as pointless.
No signs of life. But I feel like something's here.
Yes. You see what I was talking about? It looks like an S. Like, it looks like I feel like something's here. And then you, like, round this corner and there's, like, this S there. And you expect, like, a big old Captain Falcon yes on the wall. Yes.
Hey,
What happened?
I don't think we're alone.
I'm always here, watching you.
That doesn't look like just water.
Lovely. Jill's been here before. She knows what's about to happen. Then again, she's a BSA agent, so she's been here a bunch of times, I'd wager. Like the little shock to gasp Jill lets out. Like, I've been through this so many times, and yet I'm still not used to this.
There's blood coming from the ducts.
I like the restraint here. Like the restraint the game is exercising. It won't last. So yeah.
It's not working.
This elevator will come into play. That shaft will come into play at some point, but not right now. Oh, yes. This game focuses much more on atmosphere than, say, Resident Evil 6 did. Which is a very good thing. Nothing there. Fucking box. Come on, some Trish. That's a cool looking machine, too. As far as, like, video game vending machines go, that is a cool looking vending machine. Dirty rats.
It's shorted out.
It's been ripped to shreds by a bunch of rats running through it. It's dead, Jim.
The power still works here.
I could use a cold, refreshing cola. Get one on the first break.
I can't make out this picture.
She can't make it out, and then she makes it out. It's some sort of garden. Is that like writing? Is that like stick figures, or is that just like a wonky texture? I don't know. They look almost like stick figures, though. Okay. Her hands are like shaking when I move. It's kind of weirding me out a little bit.
The ship's register. It was named for some ancient queen.
Queen Zenobia. See, what do we got? There's Trish. There's like a Trish slushie. Oh, I wonder what that tastes like. I wonder what Trish tastes like, actually. Like, what is Trish? Is it a grape soda? I don't know if it's a grape soda. Like, just because it's purple, just got like, oh, you're purple, you must be like a grape soda. That seems prejudiced against soda to me. Like, just because like the color of a soda's can does not determine the composition of its contents. Yeah, that's about right. I wonder what flavor it is. I don't know. Coffee, though. I could get some coffee, too. But this is probably like super nasty coffee. Like fountain drinks that are probably like really fucked up. Like really, really fucked up. You know, like these are probably just like ruined. Like what's in there? Like, because you get like fountain drinks and it's got like fucking aspartame in it and like, you know, like, oh god, like I went to a Cracker Barrel, and I know. Okay, before you say anything, I know. All right, I know this place is gross. Like. The last time I had gone to one was like midday, like fucking like 10 years ago. That was the last time I went to any Cracker Barrel before like coming to this one. All right, and then it was okay. It wasn't crowded at all, you know, like at all. It wasn't crowded. It was fine. I went to this one and it was gross. There were bugs flying around everywhere, bugs landing on your food, and I like asked for like a fucking. I asked for a Pepsi, and I don't like Pepsi normally. Okay? Like, I don't like Pepsi. It's like my least favorite cola. But that's all they got, because they're out of, like, root beer or whatever. Like, you know, just fuck it, fine. I'll get a Pepsi. And, so, like, I go to the machine to get a Pepsi, and what I get is a mouthful of just like the aspartame, the stuff they use to sweeten the soda when they water it the fuck down with fountain drinks, like that stuff, the clear stuff you see coming in, like being poured in the fountain drinks. And oh, that was foul. Oh my god. I forget what I drank. I might have just like gotten some like tea or some lemonade or something, because that was not good. That was the opposite of good. The taste of that fucking shit still haunts me. I fucking hate fountain drinks. I do. So like, if you're gonna get a drink on the ship, I would go with a can, because at least you know that what's in those cans is like non-perishable and probably hasn't gone foul like the rest of the ship clearly has. You know, it's like it's not the kind of shit you'd want to survive on, but you know what? You know, like given the choice between like that fucking foul fountain drink over there or like a relatively unmolested can of soda, take the can of soda. You'll survive longer on it than you will the other thing. I don't know about what's in here, though. Like, most of these packages are probably vacuum sealed, but I don't know how perishable, like, some of this shit would be. Like, I suppose maybe chips would be okay? Maybe? That's a big maybe. You know, some like, roasted peanuts maybe might be okay? depending on how long this ship has been gone, which has been a long time, which you're going to find out, but I don't know about the contents of this. I don't know if I would trust the contents of this thing to be edible. You know? Like, given the choice, I'd almost like not, you know, like, given the choice, I would say, like, hunt down a rat. You know, if you're trying to survive on a ship like this and you have no way out, I'd, like, say, but then again, you've got, like, fucking zombie creatures, like, wandering around. So, like, would the rats be safe? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know which is worse. You know, you gotta eat something. You gotta eat something, but like, what are you gonna risk? Is basically the question. I might go for the rats. I don't know if I'm gonna risk this. Like the rats, I can like. Push comes to shove, you can boil something. You can boil like meat and like make soup or something. As gross as that sounds, but this stuff, I don't know. But definitely go for the can of Trish. That's my like bust this thing open with like a crowbar and like hoard the cans, and you will at least have something to drink while you try and figure out a way out. You'll at least have a caffeine buzz to keep you alert. And yeah. I don't know why I've gone off on this tangent, but there it is. Is that like coloring the... It's like the tire... Oh, because there's a light here. Okay. So yeah, I would definitely go for the cans of Trish. I would not prepare anything in this kitchen. What is going on with the frame rate? Hello? Hello, frame rate. Hello, what is going on with you? This was working fine before. Don't be a dick like RE4 game. Okay, hang on. Huh? Oh, look. Now it's fine. What the hell is going on? Come on, game. What the shit?
Ugh, the face is smashed in completely.
Yeah, it's probably better for him this way, though. Considering the shit wandering around this boat.
Jim, take a look at this.
God, ugh, what the fuck was going on in this kitchen, man? Like, this was going on before. Like, that is some shit that was happening before these attacks. I don't know what the fuck. Is that, like, fish meat? What the fuck is in it? Ugh. It's like the fucking, like... pink fleshy shit from Amnesia. Ugh. Okay, here we go. Please do not start dropping frames on me, game, because that will suck a lot.
Parker, give me a hand here.
Sure, no problem.
I got something. I think it's a gun.
You think?
Now what?
Give me a sec.
What does it look like? You think it's a gun? There's a strange gun-shaped object in here that looks like it has a laser pointer attached to it.
So, it's not Chris.
Here we go. Begin writing the fan fiction of why it was suddenly like staring at Jill's ass. Come on. It's a fish zombie thing.
This explains our missing crew.
This is not good. Where are you, Chris?
Zombies. Into the depths. So this game does the sort of Alan Wake Alone in the Dark reboot sort of like episodic thing. Only like Alan Wake, it doesn't like suck. Unlike the Alone in the Dark reboot, which does. Here's where the game tells you save, you idiot. So there's no like saving at typewriters or anything. You basically save at every checkpoint. Although they happen fairly often. So it's nothing too bad. Oh, here we go. I love this. I love this.
This sunny and idyllic Mediterranean coast was the site of one of the world's greatest structures. It took a full 11 years to finish constructing the world's first aquapolis, the floating city of Terra Grigia. A sustainable metropolis operating on a massive solar energy matrix and equipped with the latest green technologies. Never
Yes.
before had solar energy been used to supply power to an entire city. But in 2004, Veltro, a terrorist group opposing the city's development, launched a bioterrorist attack. They not only released a virus, but also several creatures, known as bioorganic weapons, further complicating the situation. This launched one of the worst tragedies the world has ever seen. The FBC, the world's leading counter-bioterror organization operating under the auspices of the US, was called in to direct efforts to contain the attack.
Oh, that hair.
The BSAA, a counter-bioterror NGO, which operates independently of the interests of any one country, went in as observers to assist the FBC. Realizing the need for immediate and decisive action, Supreme Local Headquarters issued the order to use the city's solar energy matrix on itself.
Perfect.
Media outlets around
Perfect.
the world began to refer to the incident as the Terra Grigia Panic. Following the incident, the FBC announced it has successfully disbanded the terrorist group called Veltro. It is now 2005, and a sense of calm and security is finally returning to the people. But, as you can see, the lost city of Terra Grigia remains inaccessible, a silent and potent symbol of the threat that bioterror poses for people around the world.
Perfect. The lost city of Terra Grigia. Oh.
Ah, there you two are.
O'Brien, you don't normally join the fray.
Well, my doctor told me I need exercise. I assume you both know that the FBC has cordoned off the entire area. However, in the past few weeks, a number of mysterious carcasses have washed up.
I guess the FBC couldn't cover up a mess this big, huh?
Anyone who knows what happened here is going to put two and two together.
And that's why I've sent the BSAA in to investigate. Did you pick up your new equipment from Quint?
Yeah,
We'll meet Quinn.
Genesis, something. Is that its name?
You didn't bother to read the manual, did you?
No, I brought it with me, just in case.
I hope you read quickly, because you're gonna need it on your mission.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Oh, so much to love in that one cutscene. Oh, let me go ahead and refresh this file. So let me break down what just happened in this game. They introduced basically they introduced a Atlantis-like foreign country. Like Terra Grigia is its own sort of country. They introduced a city of Atlantis, and then blew it up with a giant solar death ray. This is the backstory of, like, Resident Evil here. This happened in universe. You remember the Terra Grigia panic, don't you? The solar death rays wiping out an entire city of people as they were swarmed by bioweapons. How many cities does this shit have to happen to? There was Raccoon. There was that island in Survivor. There was that other city in Outbreak File number 2. There was China. There was like a bunch of places in like Eastern Europe in RE6. There was that Spanish village. There was Kajuju in RE5. How many fucking places does this shit have to happen to? Like, Terra Grigia. Terra Grigia! That's like a name you would hear in a fucking Final Fantasy game. Terra Grigia was attacked by Veltro. Veltro! This game is fucking insane! And I love it! Perfect. So this is where we... and it has a version number, I love that. So this is where we learn to use the Genesis, the thing everybody bitched about in our Resident Evil Revelations. Good job, by the way, because I'm pretty sure your bitching about the Genesis is the reason for the flashlight and the pointer finger in Revelations 2. So, yeah, good work there. And now I have a friend who's also bitching about the... who's also bitching about the flashlight thing. Like Morio's just there, like, point flashlights, and like she can't even like have a gun, and it's like, dude, it's Lost Vikings deal. It was either this or the Genesis, and everybody bitched about the Genesis. So this is how they want to tackle the same game mechanic. I personally did not mind the Genesis, although I will not mind a Lost Vikings style sort of system where you have to rely on a teammate, because not only is that more immersive, but it also makes the game a bit harder than the Genesis does, because as you'll see, unlike previous Resident Evil games, this game has a lot in common with 3 in that ammunition is very plentiful. In fact, handgun ammunition, you'll almost won't be able to get rid of it. It's that plentiful. It's kind of ridiculous. But yeah. The Genesis helps you find tons of healing items, tons of handgun ammo. It's kind of broken, and I understand why they felt the need to make it a bit difficult in that you have another character you have to rely upon to use this stuff, and you're probably not going to be together all the time. So, I am interested, and they do have weapons, like, Moira, for example, can melee. She gets stuff she can melee with. She'll I imagine she's gonna control a bit like, say, Heather Mason with a lead pipe. That's basically the vibe I'm getting from Moira. And then there's a little girl Barry's with, and she can pick up objects and hurl it at shit. She can hurl bricks at zombies and such. Brick a zombie in the face. So yeah, the Genesis is your Metroid Prime scan visor, and you probably saw me using it in the, in fact, I know for certain you saw me using it in the fudge testing video. So it is a nickname. No, it is not. It is the official name. That's why it's going on, over the, version number. It is the name of a high-level bioscanner currently being tested and developed by the Global Pharmaceutical Consortium. It bounces special synchrotron radiation right away. Right away, we're bullshitting. I love it. It bounces special synchrotron radiation off a target in order to analyze it. It is possible to detect and analyze even the smallest amounts of viruses. I don't know how. They have a tricorder, basically. That's what the Genesis is. It's a giant-ass tricorder. You'll see exactly what I mean. Since version 1.0.4, it has been possible to produce simple vaccines from the viral analysis data. Using synchrotron radiation, it is possible to detect... That's the excuse for the herbs, for the healing items you get. Is, like, once you, like, get to, like, 100%, like, scan, it'll, like, make a healing item for you. That's why you gotta scan stuff constantly. So, again, this thing gets you tons of healing items, and it gets you tons of ammo. It helps you find tons of ammo hidden in the environment. And not hidden in nooks and crannies in the environment, like, literally hidden. Like, it has no model. It's just, like, invisible until you scan it, and then you see, like, a flashing point of light, and that's how you know it's there. It's literally hidden. It's literally hidden from sight. This thing is busted. Oh, yes. Using synchrotron radiation, it is possible to detect specific objects. The data for bullets, medicinal herbs, etc. are registered within the internal memory for testing. If a detectable object is nearby, the indicator in the lower right area of the monitor will light up. So, this is where you get... What is my Genesis button? That is not it. That is not it. There we go. That's my Genesis button. Genesis.
The Genesis requires a decent sample size to get an accurate reading. Scan the carcasses on the beach and send me your data. Ah, look at this mess. Whoa, they're rotted to hell.
Have a look at this. You trying to get to know the real me?
I'm getting something from inside it.
Oh, yeah.
Careful now.
Don't worry, I've done this before.
Gloves? Like, not fingerless gloves, but like plasticine gloves! Oh! Don't just stick your arm in that thing. Oh!
I've got something.
Nasty! Wash your hands.
What is this?
Like, I don't understand how she's not walking around with, like...
Engineered mutation? This could prove a link.
I'll run some tests on this. Continue with the investigation.
Oh, dude. Like, I don't understand how she's not just walking around with, like, a huge-ass thing of Purell. Like, if she's, like, shoving her hands and shit like that. Screen-watching fucking bird. Okay. HG rounds. I think the handgun rounds are also used for a machine gun, if I'm not mistaken. You see, like, moving around with the controller is fine, but aiming...
There. That's where Terra Grigia was.
Oh, shit.
It's been a year already.
You forgot where it was in a year? You're my boss. I get paid by you. So yeah, this is why people complained, is you're basically, like, spending huge amounts of the game stuck to the Genesis screen. So for a lot of people, this, like, kills the atmosphere. The Get Float City? Or the Mega Float City, okay. Mega Float City. That's actually, although I don't know if I would have called it that, because that seems like a way to walk in, like, my scan sites there, dude. That seems like to scream like Midgar, like Midgar didn't go well, if I remember correctly. Like, Midgar... Yeah. You can tell that one is still alive because it has a shadow. Like, look at that. Engine spoiler. Yeah.
It moved!
Careful, you two. I don't really know what strain of virus we're dealing with. I kind of figured that. Don't worry, we're on it.
I'm almost sad for this thing. Look at it. Like, what is this thing's existence like? Look at this thing. God. This thing is practically begging for a mercy kill.
After Raccoon City, this must be a cakewalk.
I suppose. So why'd you quit the FBC for this outfit?
I wanted to be more involved. I wanted to fight.
I see you two are okay. Continue with the investigation, but proceed with extreme caution.
Like, I'm almost sorry for those fucking things. Like,
I don't have enough data to run a complete analysis.
no shit, Sherlock.
Some more samples from the carcasses on the beach.
I'm on
I
it.
don't pay you to play. I pay you to work.
Shut the fuck up. What a dick. Okay, nothing here. I don't pay you to play, I pay you to work. No, you pay me to fight like the giant fucking monster that was gonna eat you. That's what you pay me for. I see you two are okay. Yeah, I didn't see you, like, leaping to our defense, dude. So, like, turn the shit talk down a little bit. Birds. Ah, bullshit. Go. Fuck off. Boom! Oh, I gotta scan it first because the thing is, like, made of explodium.
That smell must have ruptured from gas.
Christ, what a mess.
Gimme. So, yeah. Hand grenades, very useful. I like the way that you select them in this game. You basically use the up and... On the controller, you use up and down. You use, like, the number keys on the keyboard. And they're, like, different kinds of grenades, do lots of different kind of stuff. They're usually pretty useful. Lots of handprints. These are, like, for Chivos, I believe. They're for Chivos. I think they also unlock something, but I'm not sure. Yeah, somebody already raided the place and left a bloody handprint on there. So 89%, so... Okay, so what's there? Is an item. Okay, handgun ammo. So yeah, I'll show you what I meant by, like, the sparkle. You probably saw me go for this thing earlier. See? I can't see... There's handgun ammo right there. But it has no model. It's literally, like, just placed there in, like, the... In, like... I was about to say script, but that's not exactly true either. It's just sort of like an invisible object placed there. And you have to, like, scan it in order... You have to, like, see it on the scanner in order to, like, find it. And then, like, pick it up. Or it was a green herb. But you see what I mean. Like, there is believe me when I say there is a ton of stuff that is hidden like that through this game. So as long as, like, if you use the Genesis, every single room you go in, just, like, sweep it quickly with the Genesis as you're moving through. It's, like, really quick. Pop it on and off. Newspaper from last year. It's the first article bringing the existence of BOWs. I would have thought the Raccoon City incident was what brought the existence of BOWs to the public. You know, that's just me. But yeah, like as long as you just sort of like pop it on, like pop it up whenever you enter a new room, like you are gonna like find all kinds of shit, and you are like almost never gonna run dry. So that was people's problem with the Genesis, is it was immersion breaking and it made the game way too easy. So congratulations, Moira is on you, and now I have an extra healing item. All these healing items, they are like instant, like all these health recovery items are like instant 100% health, from what I remember. Like on normal mode they are. So like, you know, like you pick up a green herb, you use it, and you're like full health, basically. They seem to work the same way in Revelations 2. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I kind of thought the chiclets in Resident Evil 6 were kind of weird. Like they weren't using herbs anymore. They were using like little like pills. So you had to like load a pill case. You had to like mix herbs into like pills and like load them into a pill case, and then like click the healing button like several times to like heal that many bars of health, you know? So like it's it just feels so weird. You know, this one, you know, you have X amount of healing items in your possession at a certain time. You get hurt, you're close to death, you hit the healing button, you're healed. It's no nonsense. So, it's easy. I'm not going to say it ain't easy, because it is. But, at the same time, it's a lot less obtrusive and weird than it was in Resident Evil 6. And I can just push a button and get it done and continue playing the game. So, it does make it easier, but it's something that I'm willing to deal with for the game to be a fun experience to play as well as creepy. And they do it fairly well. It's pretty slick the way they handle it. Let's see. Getting your analyze rate up to 100 will earn you a health recovery item. I just explained this.
Good. Get them to me ASAP.
Okay. So, of course, like the more you scan certain things, for example, like these carcasses, I'll scan another one. Okay, so it isn't going to give me any more percentage, but you get diminishing returns the more you scan like the same things. So you always have to like, you gotta like figure out like you want those healing items, you need those healing items, but you kind of want to sort of you gotta kind of judge like when it's like. When is safe to scan and when it isn't. And it's usually when the thing is dead, but I think you get more points if it's still alive. So, there's a bit of, like, decision-making involved. Monster! Okay. Grenade? Oh, shit! Where's the grenade button? Oh, this isn't good. Okay. Grenade. Grenade. That's a 180 turn.
SBC's trying to cover up these monsters.
Grenade. 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 Where's my grenade? Where's my grenade button? Don't scan it. Okay, there. Oh boy.
Some peace and quiet.
All in a day's work for you two, eh? All right, enough chit-chat. Get that sample data to me.
Okay, so let's see. What have I got? Okay, so this is weird. This is weird because it's like the right side is for grenades. Like usually it's like L2 or L1. Like since Halo, that's kind of been like the de facto grenade button.
Bring the samples.
Oh my God! Fine, Jesus! I am trying to do commentary, buddy.
There you are. Nice work.
No doubt about it. These corpses show signs of viral infection.
And I bet it's no coincidence they came through the FBC's blockade.
Well, we did all we can. Now, we wait for the results to come back from HQ. Huh? It's the emergency line. Yeah, it's me. Uh-huh. What? Yes, that's fine. I'll take it from here. We'll have to speed things up. Starting now. Uh-huh. Good. Get to it. Jill, Parker,
That ground texture.
you two are still on the case.
What happened?
We lost contact with Chris and Jessica.
When? How?
We're not certain. I've sent their last known coordinates to your terminals.
The signal was lost over the ocean. I thought they were in the mountains chasing Veltro. But judging from their position, they must be...
On a ship. I'll go back to HQ. Take charge of the search and rescue. You two will be my eyes out there.
Yes, sir.
So 90 minutes later, they were in full diving suits, like, with their own boat. That happened fast. So, is it clear time? Rank S. It's pretty hard to not rank S this. I'm unsure what the BP is. What do you do with the BP? I forgot what the BP is. Do you buy something with the BP? Do you buy parts with the BP? Do you unlock features with the BP? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What does the BP do? I forgot.